Hey guys, welcome to our phonics lesson. Let's go ahead and get started with our learning target. I can decode and read multisyllabic words that do not follow decoding skill 1 or 2. So decode means to find out, to use the things that we know to figure out unknown words, okay? What are multisyllabic words? Multisyllabic words are words that have more than one syllable because they have more than one vowel sound, okay? Now, decoding skill 1 or 2 we have looked at, right? Decoding skill 1 says that when there's one consonant in between the vowels, the one will run to the vowel behind it. When there are two consonants, they will split. So in order to be successful with our learning target, we are going to need to be able to decode words into syllables, to be able to read vowel sounds correctly, and to be able to read words correctly when they are seen alone in sentences or in text, okay? All right, so we are going to look at a word here. When we come to a new word, that is decoding it. We're looking for three things. We're looking for vowels, blends, and digraphs. So I'm going to go through this word, and I'm going to decode it, finding a vowel, finding a blend, and finding that other vowel, ERs, that bossy R sound, here. Now, decoding skill number 1 teaches us that when we have a vowel in a vowel, one consonant or blend will run to the vowel behind it. So we would split this word in between the I and the S. Now we apply those 5 phonetic skills that we know. That's where we're going to read our vowel sounds correctly. What sound does the vowel have when it ends a word or a syllable? It usually has a long sound, right? And then we know that ER says So let's read this word. Stir. Sister. Have you ever heard this word pronounced with that long I? Sister. Have you ever heard of this word? Sister. Yes, I have one sister. A sister is a female daughter of your mother or a mother and father. So I want us to look at what would happen. We've talked about being able to make these vowels, long vowels, short, right? And those decoding exceptions. But today we're going to look at what happens if we split this blend. So I'm going to decode this word again with my vowel, blend, and then that bossy R vowel sound. If I split these two consonants, it gives this vowel a guardian consonant. We know that one guardian consonant gives the vowel before it the short sound. Now we have sister. My sister is my friend. Sister. So here we've usually learned in decoding skill 1 and 2 that those blends do not split, right? But here we're learning an exception to that rule. There are 4 commonly split blends. And occasionally other blends will split also, but these are the most 4 common. SC, SK, SP, and SL. Those are the 4 most common blends that will split. So now let's go ahead and let's look at some more words that have blends that will split, okay? Remember, in order to be successful with our lesson today, we need to know how to decode words into syllables, and we're learning a new way to do that that meets our learning target of not following decoding skill 1 or 2. We need to be able to read the vowel sounds correctly, which also goes back to our learning target of not following decoding skill 1 or 2 with these multisyllabic words. And then we're also going to need to be able to read those words correctly, okay? So let's go ahead now and let's look at another word. All right, when we're trying to decode multisyllabic words, there are 3 things that we're looking for. What are those 3 things? Vowels, blends, and digraphs. We have vowel I. We have the blend SP. Okay? Actually, we have a 3-letter S blend, SPL. Then we have vowel A and we have vowel E. this word has 3 vowels, but do all 3 vowels have a vowel sound? No, this E is silent. So there are only 2 vowel sounds here. In between those 2 vowels, we have a 3-letter S blend. Remember, though, I told you that SP is a common blend that will split. Normally, our blend will run to the vowel behind it, and we would split it in between the I and the S. But SP is a common blend that will split. So we're going to split this word in between the S and the P. All right, now this consonant S gives the vowel before it the short sound. What's the short sound of I? I. Yes, this vowel E is silent and it gives the vowel before it the long sound. So now let's read the syllables. Miss, place. Now we can read the word correctly. Misplace. I lost my phone because I have put it in I have misplaced it. That would be ED at the end. But I have misplaced my purse, okay? Now, a lot of times when these blends will split, they will have that prefix. So MIS here is a prefix. DIS is also a prefix that might split with the blend, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and let's look at another word. When we're trying to decode words, there are 3 things that we're looking for. What 3 things are we looking for? Vowels, blends, and digraphs. Were you able to identify that on your own? Okay. So we have vowel I, we have that blend ST, and then we have that bossy ER vowel sound that says Now remember, our success criteria, we're looking at words that do not follow phonetic skill 1 and 2 or decoding skill 1 and 2. So we need to be able to decode this word correctly into syllables. Now usually what we learned in decoding skill 1 is one consonant will run to the vowel behind it. The exception that we're learning today is that these blends, SC, SK, SP, and SL, in addition to ST, are common blends that will split. So we're going to split this word in between S and T. Now, see, remember we have that prefix MIS. That means not. This vowel I is going to have a short sound because it has that consonant behind it. So we have the syllable miss and the syllable ter. We have the word Mr. Mr. Hooks is the principal at Lincoln Elementary School. Mr. Were you able to decode that word correctly in the syllables? Were you able to read the vowel sounds correctly? Were you able to read that word correctly? If you were, then you have met our learning target today. Okay? If not, we need to continue practicing. So let's look at another word here. Okay? All right, I want you to go ahead and write this word on your paper. Okay? Now I want you to look for 3 things: vowels, blends, or digraphs in this word. Okay? So you should have coded vowel A, blend SK, and then vowel E. I had to make a correction up here to our commonly split blends. SL was not one of those. It should have been ST, and I just forgot to make my cross on my T. So SC, SK, SP, and ST are the 4 common blends that will split. Occasionally others will split, but these are the 4 most common. Now let's come down. Decoding skill number 1 teaches us what about this one blend? It teaches us that it would run to the vowel behind it, but we are learning exceptions, remember? SK is one of those commonly split blends. So we're going to split our word in between the S and the K. Now, let's see if you can meet the success criteria of being able to read these vowels correctly. What sound does vowel A have in this word? A long sound or a short sound? A short sound. What does vowel E have in this word? A long sound or a short sound? A short sound. Why? Why did vowel A and vowel E have short sounds? Because of the guardian consonants behind it. Yes. So now let's go back and let's see if we can make that last success criteria of being able to read this word correctly. We have bass, kit, basket. I like to put all of Caleb's toys into a basket. All right, guys, now what you're going to do is you're going to practice decoding some of these words, okay? All right, Miss Gaskins is going to help you with a couple, and then I'm going to release you to let you do a couple on your own, okay? So let's go ahead and let's look at this first word here that I have highlighted, okay? I want to see if you can split this word into syllables on your own. All right, now we see that we have a vowel, a blend, and then a vowel. ST is a commonly split blend, so we're going to split the word in between the S and the T. So we have that prefix dis there. So we have disturb, disturb. If I am disturbing someone, I am keeping them from doing what they need to do, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and look at another one here, okay? I have a vowel, a blend, and a vowel. In between those vowels, I have that blend ST. ST is a common blend that will split. So I have the syllable miss, the syllable ter. I have the word Mr. Great job. Now let's look at another word here. All right, I have a blend at the beginning and a blend in the middle. I have PR and I have SP. I have a vowel, and then I have the SP blend, and then I have the vowel ER sound, or ER spells the sound All right, now SP is a common blend that will split. So I have my first syllable pros, my second syllable per. I have the word prosper. Prosper means to gain more, okay? All right, now let's look at another word here. This word also has two blends, one at the beginning and one at the middle. Where would we split this word at? In between the S and the T, because ST is a common blend that will split. So I have the syllable plas, the syllable tick. I have the word plastic. Great job. Now let's go ahead and look at this last word in the row here. Okay? Now remember why. If it's not at the beginning of the word, it doesn't say you. Okay? It doesn't make that y vowels, consonant sound. This will have vowel. It will make that long I or the long E vowel sound. Here it will make long I. Short I here. Short I, because we split that blend, right? System, system. Great job. All right, now I want you to go ahead and do these next three words on your own, and then we'll come back and read them together. So go ahead and decode these next three words, and then we will come back together and read them. All right, so let's read this word. We have mistake, mistake. Escape, escape. Hospital, hospital. Great job, guys. All right, now let's reflect back on our learning target. I can decode and read multisyllabic words that do not follow decoding skill 1 or 2. In order to be successful with this learning target, I had to decode words into syllables, read vowel sounds correctly, and then be able to read these words when they were seen alone. That's what we have practiced today, okay? All right, great job, guys.